Shia Hussain PS, I ask you if you see the content page. Content page is clear. Thank you very much. Sumaya Begum, thank you very much. You have commented that the content page is clear. I think you are also hearing me clearly. I should be, and the content page should be very much clear before you. Actually, I'm waiting for the time. I'm supposed to start my class just on 12 o'clock. So thank you, Maria Akhtar, Sumaya Begum. By this time, as many as 15 have joined. So I think my voice is clear, but I have dropped my, I have off, I have turned off my camera so that you are not watching me. And just on time, I will be available. My picture will be available before you, and I will start my class. So my time is just okay now, and I welcome you all to my online class today. And today I have uh, made my subject to be verbs and their applications. As you know, to be verbs are very much important in English language. That is why, before entering into other grammatical items or complexities, we should be clear about how to be verbs work in different ways in framing English sentences. That is why I have selected this subject. And today I want to finish this topic, to be verbs and their applications. And from next day, I want to go into English first paper so that you can have some ideas about what you are supposed to go through. So by this time, only 24 students have joined. So I am waiting a bit till it's 12 o'clock. 31 student. 28, only 28. 30. And I ask you all to write your roll numbers at the end of the class, and you will have the space or message for giving or registering your roll numbers, because your attendance will be registered accordingly and will be considered later on that you have taken part in our online classes. Anyway, time is okay, so I'm to start my class and I'm going into my content page. So just you see, to be verbs and applications. This is the topic today, and perhaps some of you might know there is one very famous dialogue, or it's better say monologue, in Shakespeare's Hamlet. The hero at one point of time, he expressed his mind when he was suffering from indecision about what to do regarding his mother's role, regarding his uncle's role, or what he should do uh, about her mother and about her aunt. Anyway, this was a crisis, most critical condition when Hamlet made this monologue. To be or not to be, that's the question. This very dialogue has become famous across the world. There are many people who don't know the name of Shakespeare or Hamlet, but know this dialogue. To be or not to be, that is the question. That means the hero is suffering from indecision crisis. He is not able to take a decision or right decision just at this moment. Anyway, so to be verbs are very important. First, 5 sentences to test you, and I think you will feel very easy to write the answer. She dash 30 years old. Very easy answer. She is 30 years old. We number these seats dash hours, of course, are hours. C number, he dash from Germany. He dash from Switzerland. So he is from Germany. He is not from Switzerland. Okay, he is from Germany. He is not from Switzerland. Other way, he is not from Germany. He is from Switzerland. Number D, I dash ill yesterday. So time has been mentioned here. Yesterday past, so I was ill yesterday. In both of them, dash at the meeting last week. Both of them, so plural subject, and the time is past last week. So it should be where? Both of them were. I think till this time, you feel quite easy. Of course, it's quite easy. But there are a number of sections of this lesson today, and you will find that each section is more difficult than the previous one. And perhaps many of you know There are as many as 8 forms of to be verb, and I have shown all these forms in a categorical way so that you can have a clear understanding. Present, am, is, are. Past, was, were. Infinitive, be. Infinitive in the sense that you can use to only before be. You cannot use to am, to is, to are, to was, to were. No, only to be. That is its infinitive form. Past participle, been. You know, every verb has past participle form been, then present participle form being. Of course, being can be gerund. Being can be gerund. Okay? And in the sentence, not sentence, but with subject, with pronoun subject, because to use to be verbs with pronoun as subject is to some extent difficult. Sometimes students commit mistakes. I am, I was. You are, you were. She, he, or it is. She, he, or it was. We are, we were. They are, they were. Of course, this section is quite easy. So we are coming to the next level, level 2. Contraction, especially in spoken English, we use contraction to save our time. Very often we do not use full sentences or full words so that we can save up some time for other activities. Anyway, so how can we make shorten words or sentences? And there is one example. You see, present, past, past, past. You see, present, present, full, contacted, full. That means present tense full. I am not. But if we contact or shorten, if we want to make it short with the use of apostrophe, I'm not. In the past tense, you see, I was not full, but I wasn't. Contraction. You are not, you're not, or you aren't. Past tense, you see, you were not, you are not, you weren't. She is not, she's not, she isn't. She was not, she's not, she wasn't. He is not, he is not, he isn't, he was not, he's not, he wasn't, it is not, it's not, it isn't, it was not, it's not, it wasn't. We were not, we were not, we aren't. We were not, we were not, we weren't. They are not, they aren't, they're not. They were not, they're not, they weren't. So in this way shorten, we shorten the words that has been made with to be verbs. The to be verbs can be contracted or shortened. Now level 3, continuous form. We know we use or we have to use at least one to be verb in all continuous tenses. You see present, past, future. Present continuous. I am going, you are going, she, it is going, we are going, they are going. I was going, you were going, she or it or was going, we were going, they were going. Future tense, I will be going, he will be going, she or it will be going, we will be going, they will not, they will be going. Anyway, here I haven't shown the contraction. if we use contraction, then I'm going, you are going, she, he, or it's going, we're going, etc. I was going, or I'll be going, he'll be going, he, she will be going. Okay, so I haven't shown here the contraction anyway. Now there is question: where does she be staying at the moment? Where staying? So at the moment indicates present. So where are we staying at the moment? You dash coming to my party tonight. Tonight, aren't you? Present tense. So you are coming to my party tonight. I'll dash waiting for you when you arrive. I'll future tense, so I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. Remember, it dash raining when you left. So left past tense, but 5 minutes later it started. I started. It started anyway. So it was raining. Past continuous tense, it was raining. E number you see, why is he dash so difficult? Why is he dash so difficult? He's not normally like this. Why is he being so difficult? Why is he being so difficult? Being here indicates behavior. Why is he being so difficult? Being here indicates behavior. She's dash so impatient at the moment. He's being. So it's being. It's being. It's being. She's being. She's being indicates behavior. She's being so impatient at the moment. She's generally a patient person, but now she's behaving impatiently. So in this way, we can, in a very short way, express this type of ideas. She's being so impatient. Why is it being so difficult? Okay. So now you understand, I think, that the use of to be verb is not so easy here. At least example E and example F. Here is the use of being. This being means behavior, but it's a verb. And continuous form, but it has a special meaning. Okay? Then level 4. To be is never an action. To be is never action, it is always an idea. When rather it is an idea. Okay? It is always an idea when used as a main verb. To be verb is never an action, rather it is always an idea when used as a main verb. So Dara is hardworking from his childhood. Dara is hardworking from his childhood. So Dara is hardworking. Dara is not doing any activity. In this very sentence, Dara is not doing any activity. So there is only action. So it's an idea. You see. Be as an object. So to be verb can be used as an object, as a subject, as a complement. Subject means the word used in the beginning of the sentence. Subject. Object means when used after a transitive verb. When a word is used after a transitive verb, it becomes an object. Say, object. Little Lisa isn't sure what she wants to be. What she wants to be, what she wants to be when she grows up. What she wants, কি চাই, to be, হতে. So this to be is the object. Want চাই, কি চাই, হতে চাই। যা সম্পর্কে ছোট্ট লিজা নিশ্চিত না। When she grows up, যখন সে বড় হবে। Okay? So this is the object. Be as a subject, to be really, to be ready. Yes, all times. To be ready all times is very important in life. To be ready is. So to be is the subject of the verb is. So this is the subject of the sentence. Be as a complement. Complement means the word or the part of the sentence that makes a sentence complete. But it's not a subject, neither an object, nor any other grammatical component or part, but it just makes the sentence complete. One must work hard to be successful in life. One must work hard to be successful in life. একজন অবশ্যই কঠোর পরিশ্রম করবে কেন? এই টু বি কথাটি না বললে আমাদের সেন্টেন্সটাই কমপ্লিট হচ্ছে না, মিনিং কমপ্লিট হচ্ছে না, বক্তব্যটা পরিপূর্ণ সম্পন্ন হচ্ছে না। সুতরাং টু বি এখানে কমপ্লিমেন্টের ভূমিকা পালন করছে। টু বি ইজ দ্য কমপ্লিমেন্ট in this very sentence. Now we have a test. I dash visit the school this afternoon. I dash visit the school this afternoon. Yes, I am to visit the school this afternoon. I am to. I am to. I am to visit the school this afternoon. She doesn't know what she wants dash after completing a graduation. She doesn't know what she wants to be, what she wants to be after completing graduation. Graduation complete করার পরে সে কি করবে সেই বিষয়ে সে নিশ্চিত না। So to be dash an unbiased and sincere journalist is a great job for anyone. To be an unbiased and sincere journalist is a great job for anyone. So to be subject, here object. Then I studied journalism in order dash a good journal, in order to be a good journalist. I studied journalism in order to be, in order to be a good journalist. In order to be complement. I dash a nurse for 6 years. For 6 years. I have been a nurse for 6 years. I have been present perfect tense because duration is given here. I have been. I have been. I have been. A variation. Not flat, but it's to some extent different. I have been a nurse for 6 years. আমি 6 বছরের জন্য নার্স আছি। I'm sure it dash cold tomorrow. Tomorrow future tense, so I'm sure it will be cold. It will be cold. It will be cold tomorrow. G number. I hope he isn't going dash late again. I hope he isn't going to be late. Going to be late. Going to be late. Going to be late. She dash here for long. For long. For long. She has been here for long. Maybe different. It can have some other options. She has not been here for long. Negative. Or she has been here for long. Okay? For long. So she has been here now. যদি এখানে নাও থাকতো তাহলে she is here now. But for long. So he has been here for long. Anyway, I number you see, when he decided to do his master's degree in education, he dashed a teacher for 10 years. When he decided to do his master's degree in education, he dashed a teacher for 10 years. He wanted to be a teacher for 10 years. Wanted to be a teacher for 10 years. He agreed to be a teacher for 10 years. He desired to be a teacher 10 years. He expected to be a teacher for 10 years. Or when he decided to do his master's degree in education, he had been a teacher for 10 years. He had been a teacher for 10 years. After many years of my university study, I often feel that I dash a student of history to know well about the world. After many years of my university study, I often feel that, this is in present tense, I often feel that I be subjunctive mood, I be or should be, I be a student of history to know well about the world. I be, it may be or may not be. I be, I should be, etc. But it should be subjunctive mood. And later on, I will teach you subjective mood in another class. I will teach you how subjunctive mood works in some next classes. Anyway, level 5, it's also a test. I think by this time we have collected some knowledge. We have come to know some things about the use of to be verb. And there are as many as 9 or 8, 1, 2, 8, 8 sentences. And all the sentences uh, are given here with grammatical deviation. There are some grammatical mistakes. And categorically, mistakes with the use of to be verbs. My was has stolen. I think you should understand there is one word missing. My was has been stolen. My was has been stolen. She has been lived here since 2005. She has been lived here. She has been lived here. She has lived here. She has lived here since 2005. Not been. Been is the passive form. Passive voice is used when the subject does not work. But in this sentence, who lived? She lived. So subject is doing the activity. So the sentence should not be in the passive voice. Passive voice is used when subject does not do any activity. Okay? And then sentence C. When did the robber arrested? When did the robber arrested? The main verb is in the past participle. There is helping verb did. I think you should understand the mistake. When was the robber arrested? When was the robber arrested? It should be in the passive voice. Because the activity of arrest was not done by the subject robber. So it should be in the subject robber does not do the activity. Arrested by either police or some other organizations. So when we see that the activity in the sentence is not done by the subject, the sentence should be in the passive voice. So when was the robber arrested? Number D, the room was being cleaning when we arrived. Again, the question of passive voice. The room was being cleaning. Cleaning is not done by the subject. Room cannot clean itself. Cleaning, the activity is being done by some other person. So it should be in the passive voice. The room was being past continuous tense passive voice. So the main verb in all passive voice should be past participle. In the passive voice, all main verbs must be in the past participle form. So the room was being cleaned when we arrived. A number, immigrating to another country can be involved a lot of bureaucracy. Can be involved. Again, passive voice. Subject is immigrating to another country is the subject. So here you see the activity involved. The activity involved is being done by the subject immigrating to another country. This is the subject. And this subject is doing the work involved. So it should be in the active. So immigrating to another country can involve, not can be involved, can involve a lot of bureaucracy. তার মানে হলো এই যে অন্য দেশে চলে যাওয়ার বিষয়ে এই অনেকগুলো ব্যুরোক্রেটিক অর্থাৎ আমলাতান্ত্রিক জটিলতার সম্মুখীন হতে হয়। তো সম্মুখীন হতে হয় কাকে? এই ইমিগ্রেশনকে, যে ব্যক্তিটা এক দেশ থেকে নিজের দেশ থেকে অন্য দেশে যাচ্ছে সেই কাজটাই কিন্তু অনেকগুলো আমলাতান্ত্রিক জটিলতাকে ফেস করতে হয়। সুতরাং এই ইনভলভড কাজটা কিন্তু করছে হলো সাবজেক্ট। সুতরাং এটা অ্যাক্টিভ ভয়েস হবে, প্যাসিভ ভয়েস হবে না। সুতরাং বি হবে না এবং ইনভলভ না হবে, এটা ইনভলভ হবে, এটা প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স হবে। Next, most of the people should involve in making the campaign a success. You see here, most of the people should involve. Most of the people should involve or should be involved. অধিকাংশ মানুষকেই জড়িত করা উচিত, অধিকাংশ মানুষকেই অংশগ্রহণ করা উচিত in making the campaign a success. ইনভলভ করবে অন্য লোকে যারা এই ক্যাম্পেইনটাকে আয়োজন করেছে। তারাই কিন্তু এই মোস্ট অফ দ্য লোক পিপল তো আয়োজন করে না, আয়োজন করছে অন্য এক। সুতরাং সাবজেক্ট ইজ নট ডুইং দ্য অ্যাক্টিভিটি। So the main verb should be in the passive form. Most of the people should be involved in making the campaign a success. And next, children are going to be having adequate care in Japanese schools. Going to be having কখনই হয় না, going to have children are going to be having, going to have, not going to be having, going to have, because there is already continuous tense, and so after going there cannot be having. Okay, going এর পরে আবার having হতে পারে না। Children are going to have adequate care in Japanese schools. Next, when the young man turned left, a traffic policeman was the stand for an hour to catch a criminal. Very important, was the stand. Was the stand or was standing? Was standing. Not was the stand, but was standing. Okay? So next, level 6. To be as passive infinitive. We have already come to know that in the passive, the subject does not work. The subject does not work in the passive voice, and you try to understand the situations given here. I don't like dash talk to like that. I don't like being talked to like that. এর মানে হলো এরকম যে আমি ওইভাবে কথা শুনতে পছন্দ করি না। অর্থাৎ এখানে টক যে কথা বলছে সে কথাটা আমি বলবো না, অন্য কেউ আমাকে শোনাবে। ওকে, সো আই ডোন্ট লাইক বিং টকড, I don't like being talked, I don't like being talked to, talk to is a phrase. I don't like being talked to like that. সেভাবে ওইভাবে আমি কথা শুনতে পছন্দ করি না। And this is the answer. It's a shame you could not come in time. Okay. Yeah, I would like to dash there, but like to have been there. Yeah. যখন এই কোশ্চেনটা করছে, it's shame you could not come in time. তুমি ঠিকঠাক সময় মতো আসতে পারো নাই, লজ্জার কথা। এই কথা শুনে বি উত্তর দিচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ, yes, I would like to have been there. আমি সেখানে আমার যাওয়া উচিত ছিল, যেতে চেয়েছিলাম। Paint, I guess the rooms upstairs, উপরের তলার রুমগুলো, must dash redecorated, must be redecorated, must be redecorated. She denied dash involved in any one the negotiations with anyone negotiate in any one of the denied dash he denied having been involved. She denied having been involved in any one of the negotiations which relate to the fraudulent payments, problematic payments. Anyway, next. There's a nurse for many years. Many years. So having been a nurse, not to be a nurse, because if there was no for many years, তখন আমরা to be a nurse লিখতাম। কিন্তু এখানে for many years আছে বলে having been a nurse for many years, he know how to give effective first aid until the ambulance arrived. So it's in the past tense. Dash a nurse for many years, he know it's okay, it's done already. All visitors are to quarantined upon arrival. To be quarantined, all visitors are to be quarantined. Very easy. Visitors are to be given special consideration. Visitors are not be treated, are not to be treated, are not to be treated differently than residents. We were dash given, were to be given, we were to be given instructions. So this is the answer of this section. Now level 7. To be as active infinitive. I think some of you might not be able to understand the class very well, but later on you will try to watch and understand this very class on a video. And I'm sure at one point you will understand everything clearly. Okay, because I have arranged the class in a very clear-cut way so that you can understand everything clearly. I have given enough examples, enough sentences, or lot of sentences as examples for your better understanding. Now, to be as active. In the earlier level, we have seen to be as passive. Now, to be as active here. To be verbs will do activity. The visitors are to be here within the hour. Will be here, the visitors. So it's passive, active. To be means come or go, or shift or move. Visitors move here within the, or will move. So the activity is done by the subject. So it's active. If you are dash here for more than an hour, if you are to be here for, if you are to be here more than an hour, you will need special permission. 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 You have to understand the point. If you are to be here more than an hour, you will need special permission. If you are to be ready for the test, if you are to be ready, that means if you If you can be ready for the test, we should start preparing rust right now. So to be, again to be. The number dash ready for the test. To be ready for the test, we should start preparing right away. Almost the same kind of sentence. If you are to be ready, here to be is the complement, now to be the subject. In number, she is going to be happy. Going, going to be happy. So this is the complement. Now to be in the subjunctive mode. In the subjunctive mode, especially be and where, that these two forms of the to be verb be and where are usually used as subjunctive without to. That means we use be or where without to, and it can be or subjunctive mode or words can be replaced by modal verbs. And I will try to make you understand the situation. It is important that students be aware or should be aware, may be aware. Okay? It is important that students be aware, should be aware, may be aware of current events. You see here, just be, not to be. The doctor advised that he be admitted, but he may be admitted. He should be admitted to hospital. In case of recommendation, in case of recommendation or advice, we use this mode or subjunctive. I am repeatedly saying, in case of recommendation or advice, we use subjunctive. Okay? When we recommend something to some person for some purpose, we use this structure or construction. It is important that students be aware of current events. The doctor advised that he be admitted, not should be admitted, be admitted. She would have been selected. She would have been selected if she were better, not if she was better. Usually, it should be was, because she was, not she was, but this is subjunctive. She would have been selected if she were better suited to the position. Jane wishes she were a better singer. Jane wishes she were a better singer. This is her wish, not real expectation. That will not be real. Now level 8 to be with modal verbs. In the earlier level, I already mentioned modal verbs. That means in many cases, to be verbs can be replaced by modal verbs. But modal verbs have some special purposes. When we express possibility, probability, necessity, or guess, we usually use modal verbs. Of course, I will come to you with another full class with modal verbs. Modal verbs is also important for you to know. Modal verbs, of course, modal verbs are auxiliary verbs, but not auxiliary verbs are modal verbs. But so what are the modal verbs? May, might, can, would, shall, should, will, would, must, etc. Okay, ought to are modal verbs. The president may not be approached without authorization. No permission. No permission, you see, this is possibility. The president may not be approached. That means you cannot approach. You cannot go to meet the president without authorization, without the proper, genuine permission of the authority. Okay. Due to unexpected demand, deliveries may be late a day or two. Possibility, you see. This is possibility. Due to unexpected demand, unexpected demand. That means there is a tremendous demand of some commodity. অর্থাৎ একটা পণ্যের হয়তো তুমি চেয়েছো কিন্তু সেই পণ্যটা অনলাইনে লোকজন তোমার বাসায় গিয়ে পৌঁছায় দিবে কিন্তু ওই পণ্যটির এতই চাহিদা যে সেটা তোমাকে ঠিক তোমার চাহিদা মতো অর্থাৎ সময়ের মধ্যে সুনির্দিষ্ট সময়ের মধ্যে তোমার বাসায় পৌঁছে নাও দিতে পারে। Deliveries may be late a day or two possibility. You should be working on your project suggestion. You should be working on your project suggestion. Okay? এখানে সাজেস্ট করা হচ্ছে, পরামর্শ দেওয়া হচ্ছে। The plane should be landing soon. Guess. The plane should be landing soon. খুব শীঘ্রই প্লেনটা ল্যান্ডিং করতে যাচ্ছে বা করবে। Dogs must be kept on a leash. Leash means chain. Okay, binding chain. While in the park. যখন পার্কে যাবে তখন কুকুরকে অবশ্যই চেনের সঙ্গে বেঁধে রাখতে হবে। Must be kept on a leash. চেন দিয়ে বেঁধে রাখতে হবে, তা নাহলে অন্য কাউকে কামড় দিতে পারে। এটা নিয়ম, রুল। She must be stuck in traffic. অর্থাৎ সে অবশ্যই ট্রাফিকে আটকা পড়েছে। stuck in মানে আটকে পড়া। এটা একটা গেস। Because of her qualifications, তার শিক্ষাগত যোগ্যতার কারণে বা জন্য she could be selected for the position. Okay, she could be selected. তাকে এই পজিশনে সিলেক্ট করা যেতে পারে বা হওয়া উচিত। They had to be told what to do. Past obligation. অর্থাৎ তাদেরকে বলা উচিত ছিল যে কি করতে হবে। What to do, কি করতে হবে সেই বিষয়টি তাদেরকে বলা উচিত ছিল। এটা প্যাসিভ ভয়েস। She had to be told. They had to be told. They must be told, passive voice, what to do. They must have been told. তাদেরকে অবশ্যই বলা উচিত ছিল what to do. Unreal past or obligation. Unreal past obligation এটা কখনোই সম্ভব না। যে পাঁচটা অতীত হয়ে গেছে সেটা আর সম্ভব না। সেক্ষেত্রে আমরা must have been ব্যবহার করে থাকি। Level 9. But the time is already over and this is to some extent quite difficult level, how to use being. So I will take another class to make you understand 9 level, and there is also a test for you. So next class I will try to make you understand the use of being. It's a very big level, and I think quite difficult level. So it will take some time, and I'm telling you. After this class, I will come to you with English first paper. I don't know if you have become tired with what I have what I have been talking about with you, but it's very important for you. It's important for you to know because to be verbs are used everywhere in English sentences, and you have, I think, come to know that there are many variations of use of to be verbs, and we should know all these variations, all the complexities of the use of to be verbs. So thank you very much for the next class. Okay, goodbye.